should we even start this video?
I guess the same way we start everything.
Yeah. Hello and welcome back. My name is Kelsey and this is what I look like. Here on this YouTube video, I don't know, this feels weird to do the podcast intro.
Yeah, it feels kind of strange, but hello! This is our faces.
I know.
This is Kelsey.
Yeah, this is Amy.
Hello.
Yeah, we look nothing alike, so it's good. We're not gonna get that mixed up.
No, never.
Yeah.
Even though we are dressed kind of the same.
Exactly. So we are two basic ladies. We got our free with purchase hats. This is not sponsored by White Claw, but
Hit us up.
yeah, you know, you can give us a call anytime. Like, you know, we need money. I need Christmas gifts.
Absolutely.
I don't think they're basic enough. Like our White Claws.
What do you mean?
Okay, Amy. Amy, go beside you. Look down.
It's yarn?
I needed little infinity scarves for our White Claws. See? See, look!
Oh, it's like a cozy.
Yeah, no, it's an infinity scarf for basic ladies.
Oh, okay. Oh, so cozy.
Yeah, so cheers.
Cheers. So obviously, if you guys are watching this video, you've listened to our podcast. If not, hi, welcome.
We have a podcast.
We have a podcast. It's called Can You Take My Shift? Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you want to find it. There'll be like a link down below and where you can listen and find all of us on our socials and all that stuff. But we did tease this a little bit on our podcast for all of our super fans that like to listen to us.
So Keegan.
Keegan.
Yeah.
And a couple other people.
True, yeah.
Just count our friends.
No, we won't discount.
But we are making a gingerbread house today. We're gonna have a little bit of a fun, friendly competition.
Mm-hmm.
We only bought one gingerbread house because
They're expensive.
we pour.
Yeah, let's open this thing.
Yes, okay, let's.
Yeah.
We have chocolate chips, we have candies, we got juve juice, we got candy canes.
So I've got scissors.
Just Hulk.
Just
Hulk
rip
the
it.
box.
Don't even save the box. Don't
No.
Hulk the box.
Okay, what do we need a box for now?
True. True. There we go. Okay. Wow, those look inedible. Those also look inedible. Those also look inedible.
Wow.
Amazing.
Five whole
Yeah.
peppermints.
They don't make this easy for. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna take a drink.
Enjoy your white coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. They expect children to do this?
I know. Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We would just like to preface it. Do not try this at home, kids.
Yeah.
We are trained professionals,
Are we?
maybe.
This video is not for kids. This video is for my mom because she refuses to watch the podcast because she thinks it's too long. No.
Videos for the girls, the gays, and the zays.
That's
it.
Okay. So it's quite nice that it's pre-made. Like I enjoy that.
Is this icing or is this paper?
Who knows? Okay.
It smells good.
There we go.
Like this smells like gingerbread.
Yeah. Which side should we make the front?
The door.
No, but they're the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay,
Okay.
I'm pretty, but I'm not that pretty.
okay, so we only have one, obviously, and we're doing a little bit of a contest.
Yeah.
So since there's two front doors, which is unheard of, do we each want to decorate a side so we each get a front, or do we want to do
Ooh.
half?
We could, yeah, we could each decorate a side.
Okay, that makes a little bit
that's a
more
little more
sense.
cinematic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just split it.
Okay.
Okay, and are we gonna rock, paper, scissors for the bag of icing?
Ooh, because we got the bag and then we have
And then
the
we
lid.
bought more because we all know.
I feel like we can share the bag of icing.
But really, we're gonna sit here and be like, here you
Passing
go,
it back and forth.
here you go.
That's fair. Okay, we'll rock, paper, scissors for the bag over the tin.
Over the tin.
Okay. Okay, get out of my brain cell! I have the brain cell for this. Fuck off. Get out of my brain cell!
Yes. Okay.
Okay. I'll take
Wow, that was. I swear to God, we did not plan that. That was a lot.
True, we'll take that. Alright. And then also to liven up this video, because it's not, like, I mean, like, I know only a couple people would be, like, totally down to watch Amy and I just build a gingerbread house.
That's so thrilling.
I know.
We're such interesting people.
I do have some questions from the game we like to play when we drink for the girls, you know, but also for the girls, the gays, and the days. So I went in and I picked out some of the truth questions from the truth or dare section. We're not gonna do any dares because we're lazy.
Also, we don't have a lot of space.
True, and we're busy.
Busy.
Yeah, we're busy. So I thought we would do some truth questions. And it's not truth or drink, because like, let's be honest, just drink.
Mm-hmm. Also, your knife got close to my face. Like, I didn't spend time on my makeup. No! Spent a lot of time on my makeup, okay?
True, you're like, Kelsey, it's been close to 2 minutes and I'm already getting chaotic.
I need scissors to cut the tip.
Brief pause. Back to
Okay, I apologize for the launches. That's a tip. There's not much I can do.
True. You wanted. Are you coming up just the tip?
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Snip, snip. Oh god.
Yeah. You wanted the bad guy. Hit the oven.
I'll clean it up later. Don't worry.
It's fine. We'll clean it up later.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry. Does this even taste good?
I don't know. I know this tastes good because like Betty Crocker icy tastes pretty good. Also, Betty Crocker, if you want to sponsor us, I am available. No? I didn't get much area. No. Let's taste far better.
Let's taste it. 2020. Disappointing.
Disappointing. Oh my god. Okay. Whenever you're ready, ma'am.
Oh, right.
The next card is yours.
What's your favorite part of your body? My great personality.
No. Come on, say it. What's your favorite body part?
My arms.
Arms. You do have long arms.
I do have
I thought you were going to say your legs.
No.
Because your legs were too long.
I can't be on the cover of Vogue, so like why would they be my favorite?
True.
Nope. I would definitely say arms because they can reach tall things.
True. Yeah. All right. What's something that people most misunderstand about you? People think I'm a bitch.
I mean, valid.
Yeah, I don't know. People like I've been told though, because I used to think I was like, oh, I'm so intimidating, because people told me that now. But like when I went on my first date with my current boyfriend, I said to that to him like, oh, everyone thinks I'm intimidating. He's like, you're really not. Like, I think you're friendly and nice. And I was like, oh. But yeah.
Look, we all know on the podcast, both me and your lovely friend Camille.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, hi, hello.
Hi, Camille.
What did we both say when we knew you? She kind of looked like a bitch.
True. That's fair.
But we both know, is she just nervous or is she rude?
She's just nervous. She's a lot of anxiety when it comes to meeting new people. So I get like really nervous and shy, but then like I don't have like a sweet shy face. I have like a bitchy shy face.
You got RBF.
True. I should see a doctor about that.
This is difficult.
Hey, you wanted the bag.
I didn't. I won rock, paper, scissors. I don't think that's the same thing. Okay, something I would like to bring up, because I don't think this is something that is discussed enough. We were getting ready. I have a Christmas playlist that's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
If anyone's curious, it's available to be listened to on Spotify. It's called "Are You Ready to Jingle Your Bells?" After my favorite holiday-themed meme.
Yeah.
You know, it has a fair amount of things on it. Mm-hmm. And we all say that there's one Christmas queen. She thaws every year, and that would be Mariah Carey. You know, we all love her Christmas music. But you know who we forget about? Hilary Duff.
True, that album is iconic.
Hilary Duff has an iconic Christmas album called Santa Claus Lane, okay? And honestly, it is not given nearly enough credit. But also some of the songs like aren't available in our region.
Which is rude.
That's rude.
That's 100% rude.
Hilary, we love you. We grew up on Lizzie McGuire, okay?
But
I had Lizzie McGuire. You know those like wall decals?
Yeah.
I had Lizzie McGuire wall decals.
So you just had like Hilary Duff watching you sleep?
I loved Hilary Duff.
I
And
don't know if I'd want her. Like, I loved her too. Like, let's be honest, my very first concert was Hilary Duff. But I don't know if I'd want her to watch me
well,
sleep.
okay, it wasn't her. It was like her cartoon. Okay,
True.
nonetheless, I feel like we don't give Hilary Duff enough credit.
As the Christmas queen.
As the Christmas queen. And I think we need to give her more credit. I have icing all over my hands. This went downhill real quick.
Do you want me to pull the card for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't want to get icy. If if your life were a movie, what movie would it be? Easy A.
Easy A?
Minus the fact that people don't. Okay, let me prep.
Okay, yeah, you
It's
need,
the fact
you
that
need to put this out.
It's the fact that people always have this opinion about me.
Okay.
They're like, oh, Amy seems like really shy, or Amy doesn't seem like she'd be into all of this. I'm into things. How about you
Adultery?
just ask? No. We all know.
Isn't that movie about adultery?
Yeah, okay, it's about the Scarlet Letter, okay, where
Yeah.
she's accused of adultery, but it's
Yeah.
actually not true. Then everyone at the end feels really bad.
True.
So I would say Easy A, because once people actually get to know me, they're like, wow, Amy's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, if you just would have asked.
That's fair.
I'm not a giant stick in the mud. I'm just a professional woman. Okay?
Okay. That's fair. I'll give you that one.
Alright.
If your life had a theme song, what would it be? Honestly, like, kind of oops, I did it again. Because I will make the same mistake multiple times. I feel like that's fair. We can't sing them, we'll get copyright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
No,
Yeah, because I sound so much like Britney Spears, you do.
you do. Free Britney 2020. Yeah, okay. I would say yeah. Because yeah, I make the same mistake multiple times.
When was the last time you lied?
When you lie to me.
I lied. I've never done anything wrong in my entire life.
I know, and I love you.
Probably at work when a guy kept telling me that the pandemic doesn't exist. And I was like, uh-huh.
Sure, Jan.
Because, you know, it's easier just to let the customer think what they want to think and then be like, have a great day.
True, that's very fair.
Because I don't get paid enough to educate people.
No, you really don't.
Yeah.
When was the last time I lied? I don't know.
I don't know, you didn't pick up the card, so why should you
Yeah,
answer
true.
that? Sorry, that got
That's
I
rude.
got sniffy.
Yeah, okay.
I apologize.
Okay. Oh my god, I don't know if I can answer this one. If you could only have what type of cheese for the rest of your life, what would it be? I really don't know. No, like, I love cheese. Cheese just doesn't love me. You know, I ain't never seen a pretty girl without stomach issues. So, oh god.
I would probably choose marble.
I didn't ask you, did I?
Well, I gave you my answer anyway, because that's how this works.
Yeah, I would say, like, I don't know, if I have to, yeah, marble seems like a good idea, because then you can get both. So,
Like Hannah Montana, that's what works.
exactly. Alright, Amy. No, now.
I'm trying to make art. You cannot rush an artist.
True, you are trying. What quote do you try to live by? Try everything once. No, what is it? I'll try anything once except for meth.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. That is honestly what I live by, because I try a lot of things. Not meth, never once. No.
Never once.
I mean, there's like a couple other things in there too, like you shouldn't try heroin once, or like, there's some other things like I won't try, but like meth is like the big one.
I don't know what's
Meth. No, but that was actually an ad campaign. It was like meth, not even one.
Oh no, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Although I did really like Camille's word of advice on the podcast.
Yes.
You're gonna do coke, do it on your own time.
Okay, so what's my biggest pet peeve? Not to be a devil's advocate or anything. That's my biggest pet peeve. I'm like, I didn't ask for your opinion, first of all. And if you're gonna, the thing is, you can interject and have a different opinion without being a dick about it.
True.
And that's my biggest thing. Like, if you want to have a conversation, like, let's be intellectuals about it, okay? Come to the table prepared.
Men, Amy just came for y'all's whole gig.
Like, I got nothing against y'all, but like, don't be mansplaining.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be like, well, you know. No, I don't know. What are your sources, sir?
Yeah.
As someone who used to live with like, this sounds really bad. As someone who used to live with multiple men. They're all my brother's friends. Hi Keegan's friends.
And Keegan.
Yes.
They were either Keegan's friends or Keegan.
Or
Hi,
Keegan.
Keegan, I'm interested.
Y'all are a lot. And y'all could do better as men, okay? And I will leave it at that. Again, if you're curious about all these jokes we're making,
Watch your episode with Keegan.
Listen to the podcast again. Can you take my shift? We cite jokes a lot from other episodes because we love inside jokes here.
Yeah, and we also always gotta be plug-in.
Always gotta be plug-in.
What is your biggest regret? Is it a cop-out if I say cutting my own bangs?
That's a regret? You've never done it?
No, that I have done that.
Oh.
Twice.
And we were literally having a discussion today about, I kind of want curtain bangs.
Yeah.
Alright, so put that on the list of things to not allow Kelsey to do.
Yeah, and both times I did it, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I mean, see, the thing is that, like, I've made a lot of questionable fashion choices, so I don't know if they were my biggest regret, but also, like, every time I've cut bangs, growing them out has taken so long, because my hair grows so slowly. So, like, that's a pretty big regret about every time I do that, I would say. Is that fair? Will you let me get off on that one?
I want another small one. I feel like
another small one?
The audience.
You don't want my repressed childhood trauma?
No, that's a little deep for the first YouTube video.
True.
We'll get there.
No, that'll be the second.
Yeah. That's the second one, depending on how well this one does.
Yeah. We're gonna do this again. Maybe like anytime I eat too much dairy, it's also a very bad regret of mine. Because it always like, I'm just like, yay, and then I'm like, oh.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving me that one.
Yeah. I just realized I'm decorating this out of the house like the camera cannot see. That's because I'm nervous. I don't want to accidentally.
It's fine. We'll do a big reveal. I know Keegan is sitting on the edge of his seat. I swear we could have like 1 million viewers and I'd still only think Keegan's watching.
Who was the last person who's seen you naked? You said we took out all the raunchy ones, man.
I thought that one's not that bad.
Alright, the last person to see me. Oh.
Was it me?
No, it's not you. We share a bedroom, but we don't do that.
Well, I've seen you naked.
Not fully.
True.
Partially.
Yeah.
The last person to see me naked was my plush Grogu. I apologize.
Grogu?
It's not Grogu. I'm sorry, baby. It's so weird calling him Grogu.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. You really couldn't have named him anything else. Like that weird.
Yeah, no.
John Favreau, you were doing so well. Especially last week. You got so much Pedro Pascal.
What's your Netflix password? Joke's on you. I don't pay for Netflix, so I don't know.
Both of you to assume that 2 young millennials would actually pay for Netflix when they could probably get their parents' passwords from them.
Yeah, I have my dad's password. I'll remember what it is though, so I'm not telling. Oh, I'm out of a drink. That's okay.
Oh no, do we have to? What?
No, it's okay, go on.
What? Did you just keep it?
Yeah, don't worry, there's another one down there for you. Maybe the fridge, okay, cool. Maybe that's where we keep our fridge. You don't know, our house makes no sense anyways.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, and we live, maybe we'll just do, we're like really like a long way through this video, and we didn't really like fully introduce ourselves, but I'll do it now. For those of you who don't know, again, Amy, Kelsey, we run a podcast. Yeah, we talk about it. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
We live in a 1-bedroom loft. That sounds fancier.
It does.
We live in a 1-bedroom loft apartment.
We live in a 1-bedroom loft. So we can be literally as loud as we want. Mm-hmm. And we always get the question, why do you guys live in a 1-bedroom? Because Vancouver is expensive.
So expensive. I'm going to have to move very quickly and then we just stayed here.
We had to move very quickly. Yeah, we got into it a little bit on our podcast, so again, plug in, go listen if you want.
Do plug in.
We really want our full backstory. We get into it there. And how we even met each other in the first place is we used to live together in a 1-bedroom apartment down in Florida.
With a third person.
With a third person. So like having one less person's a really big deal.
I know. We're like, oh, this is fine. Because every time I tell people, they're like, I can't believe you live in like a 1-bedroom with 2 people that like you're not in a relationship. Well, first of all, we kind of are.
I mean, if you want to get really technical, in the eyes of the government, we are common law. We just don't file that way because there's no tax benefits for either of us if we do so. So that's our little background history. Yeah. We're both just working minimum wage jobs in Vancouver, living our best life during the pandemic. and having a grand old time. We didn't talk about this on the podcast. We've kind of run out of time, but we'll talk about it now because we're like halfway through the Truth or Dare cards, and
Yeah.
we still got a lot of time.
True.
Yeah,
who knows how long the video is gonna be?
It'll be a hot minute. It'll be a hot minute.
It's fine.
Kelsey, what's your favorite Christmas special?
I said it in the beginning of the podcast. Well, I don't know, because Annabelle's Wish is like my favorite Christmas movie / special. It is amazing. It's about a cow who wants to be named Annabelle, who wants to be one of Santa's reindeer. This movie is like literally perfection. It's also narrated by Randy Travis. It's perfection. This movie is 100% perfection. I cannot watch it without crying.
I think my favorite, I guess I technically, like, my favorite Christmas thing is technically a Christmas special, so that's just why I say special. I love Charlie Brown Christmas. In this household, Vince Guaraldi slaps. He didn't have to go that hard on the Charlie Brown soundtrack in 1965. I don't know. It came out a long time ago. But like, that music slaps hard.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I'll give you that one.
And I think my favorite Christmas movie is probably either Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas or Grinch.
Oh my god,
Grinch or
I love
Elf.
Grinch so much.
Grinch or Elf.
Yeah, I would say that too. Like, my favorite Christmas movie, like theatrical movie, would either be The Grinch or The Santa Claus.
His house is uneven. Because I'm trying to.
Oh, this house is 100% uneven. Yeah. No, like I've noticed this a while ago.
We paid for this house to come assembled.
I paid whole $14 for this house. Safeway, explain.
Content ain't cheap, man.
No. So how we fund the podcast, for those who would be interested, is we return all of the bottles and we use that money for things.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to donate to us, please give us bottles. No, please don't give us bottles.
Don't give us bottles.
Please don't give us bottles.
What could you give a 40-minute presentation on without preparing? The lore of Duffy and Friends. I'm not gonna go into depth with that because I could legitimately put a whole YouTube video about it.
True.
But basically, the too long didn't read version is Duffy and Friends. It's like a Disney parks IP kind of thing. They're like these characters that are only popular within the Disney parks, specifically Tokyo. And I'm really obsessed with one of the characters, Shelly May. And I'm gonna leave it at that because otherwise I sound crazy.
Do a PowerPoint night with your friends. It's fun. I made my boyfriend a PowerPoint on all of my friends since he couldn't meet them. He did the same thing for me.
Oh, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you're like me and you like talk about other people all the time and you're like, wait, who's that?
You're really bad for that.
True.
What would your last meal on Earth be? Ooh, good one. Honestly, it would probably be, well, okay, this is like before Milestones changed their menu. Milestones, okay, I'm sorry.
That's not what I expected you to say at all.
What do you want me to say?
Not before Milestones changed their menu.
Okay, Milestones used to have this, just if anyone cares, like Milestones is like a Canadian chain. It's really similar to like Cactus Club, but I think Milestones is like more popular on like again like Alberta and like Saskatchewan and places like that. They used to have this dish that slapped, and they have something very similar now, but it's not the same. It's basically this like pesto dish. It was like a pesto, like pasta. There's like linguinis, like the long flat noodles, and like a delicious creamy pesto sauce. And it came with chicken and like vegetables, and that was so good. And I can imagine that with a frosé. And honestly, I would be like the happiest person if I died. Maybe a White Claw if they sponsored us.
Yeah. White Claw sponsor us. I don't even know if they sponsor anybody, but White Claw sponsor us. What is the biggest relationship deal breaker for you? I mean, there's a lot.
You're not me.
Cheating?
Okay, but that's like a gimme, okay? That's not fair.
Okay,
Cheating.
cheating.
That's like saying being related to me. No! It's along the same lines, okay? I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong with gross, Amy.
You'll be the bartender. cannot be set that.
Okay, I cannot set the bar that okay. Like, okay, so get the bar off the
That's
floor.
not something you walk into a first date asking. So, like, are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah, will you cheat on me? I mean, one of them I'm really opposed to is if you smoke cigarettes.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
That's a deal breaker for me. I won't date anyone who smokes cigarettes. The devil's lettuce we can talk about, but like cigarettes, no. I hate the smell and like there's a lot of things I hate. So that's a really big deal breaker for me is if you smoke cigarettes.
What is the most pressing thing on your bucket list? Well, currently I can't go anywhere, so God, I don't know. Because like all the things like that are on my bucket list are like travel-y things. Like I can't think of things like I'm sorry, I can't think of things I just want to do like in Vancouver. But that's one of those things where you know when you like live in a city and you just like take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Like I even did that when we were living in Florida. Because I kept being like, oh, I'll have time.
You don't have time.
And then your time comes and you gotta go home. And if you're like me, I haven't been back to Florida since I left. I would like to stay like one night at like a really fancy hotel downtown and order room service.
That's fair.
And then like get really dressed up and go like sit in like the hotel bar and like pretend I'm this like big fancy
Well, like we've been
person.
trying to have it like we've been trying for years now to have a sleepover at the hotel where we met,
Yes.
but it's so expensive.
Or sponsor us for a night.
Yeah. The hotel where we met is downtown in downtown Vancouver. It's incredibly expensive. And we're like, okay, like maybe we could do a sleepover there. Maybe we could go for dinner there. Maybe we could go for lunch there. Like, it's all expensive. Oh my god, is this the last one? Should we get out the risque ones and then just not answer them?
It's up to you, man. I mean, I can show one side of my house, just like don't judge the other side. It doesn't count.
What was the worst date you've been on? Oh my god. The worst date I've ever been on was, so I used to be really into Doctor Who. I met this guy on Tinder. This is when I was like still like actively like auditioning for stuff. Oh no, my things are coming up. Okay. So I told him I had an audition, so we were like talking, and one of his photos, like for his profile, was him cosplaying as like the 10th Doctor, as like David Tennant's Doctor. And like David Tennant's Doctor is like my second favorite Doctor. Unpopular opinion, I really like the 9th Doctor. Not that anyone cares, but like I really
Dave Eccleston, right?
Yeah, I like
He's a great
Christopher
Doctor.
Eccleston.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah,
He's very underrated.
No, I really love Christopher Eccleston's Doctor. So I was like, oh, he's dressed as like David Tennant because David Tennant's my second favorite Doctor. And I was like, yeah, and like we talked and he seemed pretty cool. So he meets me after the audition to go on a date. He literally is wearing a trench coat, like a flasher. And I was like, okay. He is also very short. And like I'm very short, so that's fine. But like still like don't like lie about your height. So we go to this restaurant that he chose. And then the entire time he complains about how expensive it is. I chose the cheapest thing on the menu, which was a poutine, and I think I had a vodka cranberry. And then I offered to pay for the entire thing because he kept complaining on how expensive it was. He was like, no, like I'm the man, like I need to pay for it. And I'm like, well, like I can pay for it if you'll stop talking. He paid for it. Then we like went for a walk, and I was really into geocaching at this point in my life. So he started telling me how stupid it was. And I was like, oh, that's pretty mean. And then we started talking about other things. And then he told me, but all I remember was he told me he did not vote. And I said, you don't vote? No, voting's stupid. My vote doesn't count. And I had to literally say to him, you know when you drop a piece of garbage on the ground? It's just one piece of garbage. But if every person dropped a piece of garbage on the ground, we'd be up to our knees in garbage. Oh, that makes sense. The same voting's the same
Same
thing. It's the exact same thing. He was like, oh, that makes sense. And I was like, I've used that analogy to explain that to a child. So I was like trying to head towards the train station. The train station. Wow. I'm only in drink number 3 here, people. And so we get to the train station and he goes, so I've told all of my friends about you. Meanwhile, this is our first date. You want to watch me go do parkour at the parkour gym? And I'm like, excuse me? You want to watch me go do parkour? No. So this also to the point in my life too where I was like I was still like very like shy and like didn't want to offend anyone. And I was like, oh, like that seems nice, but you know, I'm just like be like, I think I'm gonna go home, you know, I'm really tired, but that seems nice. But no, a man has never asked me if I wanted to go watch him take hardcore ever before. And also too, I am like a small young woman. Come meet all of my friends. That doesn't sound terrifying at all, does it?
Not at all.
Not at all. I went home, never saw him again. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did see him again. It was a couple months later because like I just kind of like ghosted him, which is fair. So I saw him on my 20th birthday when I was very, very drunk, and he was coming out of a store and he waved at me, and Tiffany, my friend who I was with at the time, just said, "Nah, man, go away." She didn't even know who he was. She was just like, "Nah, man, go away." But yeah, so that was probably the worst date I've ever been on. I had a very close, well, I don't know. There's like no way to ever top that date, honestly. Like I had like a really bad date this year, but I don't think there's any way to top that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like honestly too, so the problem with dating is I don't know how many men I've talked to and been like, oh, like what was the worst date you've ever had? And they're like, oh, she didn't look like her picture, or oh, she didn't offer to split the bill. And then no man I have ever met has ever like been able to compare to either mine or like any of my friends' stories.
And they're always like, wow, guys are like that. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they are. And like even my worst date like with a woman was I've never had a terrible date with a woman. Like I've had no terrible dates with women. It's all been with men. As your side of the thing going.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. I mean, I'm getting there. I've got lots more to do. Shall we pull up more cards? Okay, the risque cards. Who knows if this part will actually make it to the video? Alright, so we've decided to pull some more cards. We've decided to pull the if you've ever cards. And just like, I guess, drink if you've ever done it.
If you've ever plagiarized a paper. By accident, and then I got caught.
Oh my god, you did by accident?
By accident. So I was in grade 8. I had to write a paper on Anne Boleyn.
Okay.
And I took an expert,
whatever,
it doesn't matter. I took a thing from, I think like a Wikipedia article. This is grade 8. Wikipedia was allowed.
Yeah.
But my teacher also didn't ask for sources. So I didn't fully think that what I wrote was gonna be plagiarized. But I handed it to my teacher, and he was like, "Yeah, you plagiarized this from Wikipedia." But I felt terrible. Like I felt so bad. So then I had to rewrite the paper by hand.
Oh my god.
One day after school, and it wasn't just me. A couple other kids got like caught things too. So that's like the only time.
Have you ever? No, we're not gonna tell him. My god, these are very risque. Have you ever lost a job? Well, I mean, been fired? Yes, I have.
Listen to the podcast if you want to find out.
Exactly.
If you've ever stolen something from a store for legal reasons, no. And I will leave it at that for legal reasons.
Ended a night out in the hospital. Yeah, kind of. We did talk about that on last week's episode of the podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, with Camille.
Oh, yeah, the avocado.
It wasn't totally a night out. Like, it was kind of like a night in, but we were drinking. But you'll have to listen if you want to find out. So always be plugging.
If you've ever gone more than 3 days without showering, yes, because depression is real.
Most people going camping.
Well, yes, that too.
True, yeah.
But I usually don't go camping if I go camping for more than like a week, we find showers.
True. Corrected someone's grammar on social media. No, I have not, and I think it's really rude. Like, unless unless they're being like incredibly like racist or like sexist, or if they're just being a horrible person. But I was watching a person's stream, and what word did I say or spelled wrong? We all know I can't spell. Like it's one of my cute little personality traits is I can't spell.
Yeah, she's a pretty terrible speller.
Oh, I said what a segue, but instead of like like segueing the conversation, I spelt it as like segue, like the ride 'em segues. And this person like called me out on it. And I was like, that's really rude.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know there was a difference.
Apparently there is.
Oh,
Exactly. And I was like, that's kind of rude. Like, I was just like, it was also like, I'm very new to like Twitch and watching Twitch streams.
Mm-hmm.
So you just like, it was a person I knew the streamer too. And then I remember talking to the person who was streaming afterwards, and they're like, yeah, I don't know that person. And I was like, rude.
Have you ever blacked out at work or a family event?
Oh, a family event I have.
Yeah, a family event, yes. I will not elaborate in case my family watches this, because I'm not letting you know which one it was.
Well, my family fully knows which one it was.
I'm sure my family can figure it out.
Have you ever gotten a spray tan? Oh, I know I haven't, but this summer, Amy and I started doing, so my coworkers are all obsessed with like fake tan. And I had like, I've been against it for years.
Yeah, so have I.
Because I'd seen like so many like memes like people turning orange, so I was like, I refused to do it. And then I saw on TikTok people were using like the Isle of Paradise drops. And I was like, that seems interesting, so I got them. Then I did it, and then I was like, I actually look really good.
Yeah, and then I was like, I hated how good she looked, so then I went and bought myself a bottle, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't look like a dying Victorian child anymore.
And what's funny about it too, so I was on a date with this guy in the summertime, and he was like, saw some girls, and he was like, look at them, like, fake this, fake that, fake tan. And I was like, I'm wearing fake tan right now. And he's like, well, and I was like, no,
No, say the misogynist thing on your mind. Don't be shy.
He's like, well, yours is like last, and I was like, no, it's okay, keep going.
I hate that. One time, one of my managers at work asked me one day, it was like, Amy, are you okay? Like, you look a little tired. Like, are you feeling all right? And I looked at him and I went, I'm just not wearing makeup.
Ooh, I've had that happen to me.
And I've never seen a man backtrack his comment so fast in my life. He just started going, oh, well, like, I usually just like how, like, natural women look, and I didn't mean, like, to be offensive. I was like, I literally looked at him and I was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just stop talking.
This is your one.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
So, like, I'm very self-aware that I look quite different without makeup.
I don't think you do.
Oh, thank you.
But I also love you unconditionally.
That's fair. I feel like I look different without makeup, but again, I understand. I like to wear it. It's not a big deal. I also don't wear it. It's not a big deal.
You've ever gotten a body piercing? Yes, I have my ears pierced three times on one side, 2 times on the other, and then I have a nose piercing. Although since we wear masks all the time, people forget that. How do I let people know I have a nose piercing?
You get a mask that says it.
Yeah. No, we went and got our nose pierced, and like I wanted to do it, but Amy had to bully me into it.
Because it was your idea in the first place.
Oh no, 100%. It was my idea, but I was like, I literally am such a little bitch about needles.
And obviously there was 2 of us, and the guy goes, who wants to go first? And I'm like, Kelsey does.
He's like, who's more nervous? And I was like, me. And he's like, then you're going first.
Yeah, because it was like when we got our matching tattoos. We
Okay.
have matching tattoos. You can listen to that story on the podcast as well. Always be plugged in.
It's like one of our first episodes.
Yeah, it's literally our first one.
Oh.
And you just have to go first. If you're super nervous and you're doing it with someone else, go first.
Yeah. Honestly, like, okay, I think the tattoo hurt far more than the piercing.
If you've ever been high and drunk at the same time.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Can't do one without the other.
Well, you can, but you know, I have been both.
If you've ever argued with a stranger in Instagram comments. No, but I have Facebook comments.
Mm.
So
Facebook is like a hell of a place.
I did it back when
That was icing on my forehead.
no, you're okay.
Okay.
I argued with someone when Zayd broke up with One Direction. So that ages me a little bit.
It does.
But yeah, that's probably the time I argued with someone. If you've ever gotten out of a pool to go pee. Yes! Who's peeing in pools? We are not children. Don't pee in pools. It's gross.
I mean, we've all done it once in our life.
No, I've never done it.
Ooh, if you've ever told someone I loved them within the first month of dating, I'm not. I mean, like, I feel like with our first month of, like, true friendship, I feel like I told you I loved you. That would be the only closest thing.
That's different. That's like friendship.
True, I cannot remember when I told you I loved you.
Probably when we were drunk.
Mm. Oh, 100%.
If you've ever been to the hospital for drinking too much, no.
No, neither am I. Okay, there you go.
No, I feel like that'd be a lot.
Yeah.
I remember on my high school graduation night, there was a story about a kid who took like 30 shots in a very small amount of time.
No.
And he had to go to the hospital to get his stomach pumped.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Here at the podcast, we do like to drink, but we condone doing it safely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your turn. It's your turn. Because I'd never told anyone I loved them the first month of dating.
That part I've done, but it's too risque to say.
Stop throwing up. Amy, stop.
Clean them up. Alright, are we done?
I think we're done. Alright. This is Kelsey's side. Give him a ooh, give him a ah. Ooh, ah. Alright, now see Amy's side.
What if I just dropped it? I'm like, oops, sorry, can't see my side.
Please don't do that. Ooh, ah.
So Kelsey obviously went for a little bit more of a cabin motif. I went for a very like modern, simplistic take. But you know what? We'll let you guys judge in the comments.
So thank you guys so much for watching our first in-person YouTube video. If you want to see more, let us know. If not, maybe
if not, this video never happened. Don't worry about it.
Thank you to all of us and have a happy and safe holiday.
Yay, thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.